Today I'm going to show you Canva, and Canva can be used as an assessment tool, a visual aid. I've created several posters just for my classroom, but for today we're going to create a poster promoting Canva. So we're going to open up a new tab and we're going to type in Canva. And then Canva is usually this. This is what you want to look for in regards to the logo. We'll click on Canva. If you do not have a login, you can log in with either Facebook or Google. I already have a login with Google, so I'm going to click Google. I'll hit login, and then I'll click Google. I'm going to log in with my school email. And then from here, you kind of see what you can do. Like I said, today we're going to create a poster promoting Canva. And so here are some of the designs I have created, some of them for classes. I've created a wedding celebration invite, just some basics, things for the classroom, just for kids, and also the best part is you can create timelines. So we're going to go browse all, and we're going to find a interesting poster. So you can do social media, which a lot of kids enjoy the Twitter post right here. Kids really enjoy that one. You can do documents. I've had kids do resumes on here. Personal, this is where I've done my wedding celebration. But we're going to go to education. Let's see here. We could do a mind map, or we could go down to marketing where we can find something a little more to what we want. So we're going to do poster. And over here, we can create a poster or use one that's already been created and kind of make it our own. And if it labels it as free, we can use it and then change it to what we want, or we can upgrade. But I'm going to use a free one. And again, we're promoting Canva. So let's find a cool one to use. Let's do this one. So you can go in and you can click on these. We can zoom in. Let's go 75 so we can see what we're doing. We can change this, but I'm going to change this to Gothenburg Public Schools Presents, and then I'm going to type in Canva. So here I can go in and I can change what I want, but the cool part is if I don't like how this text looks, I can go over here to text and I can change how I want it to look. So I could choose this one, I could choose that one, or if I want to change out my element, I can either delete this and I can go look for an element over here. So maybe I can look for Canva. There. And then I can add this. I'm going to zoom out just so people know what to look for. Okay. And then we can add, we'll do, since we're doing professional development, I'm going to put professional development workshop. Ooh, my wording's a little too big, so I can go up here, change my wording. Ooh, maybe a little too small. We want something that pops so it stands out. There we go. And then we can go to the next one, build knowledge using a great website app. How about that? And then we can even put, we usually do our professional development days on Wednesday. So we're going to just make up a day. Wednesday, February 25th. Again, a little too big, so we're going to make it a little bit smaller. We can even go up here and change the size. Maybe we'll do 40. And then I'm going to put, Elementary Media Center, because that's where we usually meet. Workshop, we can say we'll have, obviously a workshop will be free. So we can say Mrs. Stortenbecker and I can put in, and notice I am double clicking on all of these. Mrs. Stortenbecker introduce the following. And so then I can put setting up Canva account, which you saw how to do that. And then we can also just put basic create a poster. So that's what we're doing now. Learn how to download. Contacts, and I can put in my email here, and obviously not my phone number. So if you have any information, they could contact me, which most of them should have my email. But again, we're going to have to make probably this type a little bit smaller because I want it to fit all in one line so it doesn't look too confusing for people. There we go. And then we can, again, if you don't want something, you just kind of highlight it how it is and then hit delete. And then I probably should go back up to the top and look here, make sure it looks okay. Probably don't want this. So I am just going to delete this. It'll let me. It won't let me delete it. There we go. We'll just do it this way. Do it the easy way. There we go. Okay. And now I got to look for additional things. Anything else I need to delete? Now let's say I want to add some other crazy little things on here. So again, I can go to photos and you can find free photos. Within here, you just got to kind of look. If I want to go into here and I want to type in pencil, I can use whatever is free. So we're just going to go with this pencil, and I'm going to show you something super cool with this pencil. So again, I'm going to zoom out, which you guys can all see. It's down at the bottom. We're going to go to 50. Okay, so using these little guides, you can make it smaller and smaller. So I'm going to keep making it smaller, but I might put, and you can also rotate this. So I'm going to put that here just for a little added effects, and then I'm going to bring down the distance. So with this, if this pencil is highlighted, you'll notice up here, this is where you can change your colors. So let's say I want to go with the same color scheme. So up at the top, most of the time it will show you like the color scheme that is with your poster. So I'm going to click black. I don't really like that one. Blue. Maybe I want to change this one to, that's cool. How does that look? Looks okay. So then I can kind of scroll down if I want to add anything else. And again, that same color kind of thing also goes with if you want to change the color of your wording. You can change this so then all of it's white. You can change it so it's all blue. If you want to change it so only like the vowels are highlighted different color, you just highlight those. So I'm just going to do that. And then if you want to change your background, you can select these different pieces. Let's say I want to change that to white. I could do that. Or if I just want to change the background in general, I can show you here. So the best part about Canva is that you can just click on items and look up here, and this is where you can change those. Now some of you might be wondering what's the flip mean or crop. So if I hit crop, I can crop in items like my board how I want. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to hit cancel. Or you can flip it vertically if you have like a picture in the background to change it. You can flip it horizontally. Obviously it doesn't really change it because it's just straight yellow in the background. But so there's one. So then once I get done, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click the download button. And for most part, I like to download them as a JPEG because JPEGs are a little bit easier to put in either Google, your Google Drive or anywhere. Emails, they're a little bit easier to transfer. So I'm going to hit download. And then once it's done downloading, it should pop up down here to tell me it's downloaded. At the bottom, I'm going to click out of this. And there it is. It's right down here. And that is my image. So if I want to go back, I'm going to go back to home. Okay, and the best part about Canva, it saves your images. So if I want to go back and change this, I can. I can go back and change it at any time. And you can also make a copy. So I'm going to show you how to make a copy. And that's what I did for a lot of these down here for one of my grad classes. I wanted to save the same poster I just made a copy of it. So once that gets done generating, so we'll just go to do this one here. So we want to save a copy of this one. Okay. So when we start doing this, I'm going to go to File, make a copy. Okay. So then my original copy is saved. So let's say I go in here and I change this up in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so let's say I go in here and I want to change this background photo. I want to just delete it. Okay, and then I want to add in a different photo. I'm going to go here. Now with this cool part is I can go in and I can add different illustrations, free photos. So I'm going to go add a free photo because that's what it was last time. So let's say I want to do this instead. If it'll let me, I can drag it over. There we go. Drag it in there, and then I can rearrange it to how I want it to look. I can drag it down, and then there it is. Okay. So there's a lot of cool things in Canva, and what I just really strongly encourage is to go in and kind of mess around with each one. So I'm going to make this one public. And I can download it again, but I'm not going to, so I'm going to go back to my Canva. And so now I have two copies. Okay, one of them is going to be different right now. It doesn't show that. But right now, this one's going to be different than this one. And see, it says copy of a copy. And I can edit what that name is too. So I can go and edit. And I can say 5 principles of effective PD. 5 principles of effective PD. And I'm going to say original. There we go. And I can still go and do all that for all these. Now the cool part is I made a resume document for students, and so here I can keep an eye on how I want it to be introduced to students. So this is the one I made for my graphic design class on how to build an impressive resume. If I think that certain things on here don't need to be needed, I can still go back in here and again change what I want. I can add in different elements to make sure that kids, let's say this one is super important, I can go in and add a shape, and I can search star and just say, okay, this one's important, you need to know this. You need to absolutely know this, and then maybe I could leave that color that, or I can change it into a different color just so it sticks out a little bit more. But for now, I'm just going to delete it. So once you're done with Canva, again, you can just click out of it. Again, it saves everything you have created. And so if we want to go look at some of the other ones, so again, social media, you can tab over and look at the different social media ones you can create, the different documents you can create. Again, I had students use the resume one. Personal, you can even do a fun calendar, a planner, like if you're really into planning maybe weddings or anything like that. Graphic organizer, which is perfect for kids. Education, you can create education worksheets, lesson plans, even do report cards. Down here, you go to marketing, and then they have events. So you can create an events card, and then ads. So they have a lot of great things that they can offer, and most of them are free. So if I do an invoice and go into documents, again, you can choose what you would like, or you can just start from scratch. So if I would create this, I want this background here, I can delete it. And then in here, I can go in and I can, again, find something relatable to business for an invoice. And right now, all those are not free. So we got to go find one that's free. There's one there. I can drag it up into there if I want it. But again, if I don't want it, I can go back home. Then you can actually go back into your files and you can delete some of your designs. If you don't want anything there, you can go create a design, and you can either create one from scratch, but most of the time they have things that you can use.